I am Izzy Noodles, welcome back to the Mystery of the Lost Pyramid. So we are still in level 1, level 1 is quite a bit longer than level 2, and we'll be exploring this canyon section for the time being. So there will be a bit of back and forth, but there's not far to go. Just kill these vultures to begin with. There we go. If you get a bit overwhelmed by them, just keep rolling on the spot. And I will equip my shotgun. I'm going to use that in just a moment. The first thing I'm going to do is just grab the crossbow. It's just sitting right up here. Come on. Oh my goodness, Lara. Are you okay today? There we go, we made it. Okay, here we go, right up here. And there will be a vulture spawn when we get up here. That's why I've chosen the shotgun. Not too much room to be maneuvering around. So there we go, just grab this. And it looks like it comes with the laser sight, but it doesn't. We still need to find that. So now carefully hop back on down. So you can just easily fly on down. So do be careful getting down. Okay. And just pointing out, there's a doorway here we're going to open up in a little bit. And through this next doorway, to my right, there is a closed off gate at the end. We need to find an item to open the gate. But firstly, in here, I'm going to climb up here and I'm going to grab the laser sight. Okay, so inside we have 3 gateways. There we go, there's the other one. And one of them we can see we have a switch behind. There's not much we can do in this room for now, so let's just go ahead and grab these. So you technically don't have to grab the crossbow and laser sight just yet, but they're very easy to come and get, so no harm in grabbing them. Got some arrows here as well. And then from here you can just slide straight on down back to the canyon. So make sure to grab the edge to minimize fall damage. And whoop. There we go, just kill those vultures as well. So they do sneak up on you, those ones. So now back to pistols. I'm going to grab the key item that is for the gate to open. So, well, you can't actually see it because that tree is in the way, but high up behind the leaves of the tree, there is a pedestal with the key on it. It's not actually a key, but it's a crystal. But it's going to open the door. So I'm going to just kill this crocodile that's in the water as well. Just for good measure. I don't need to go in the water yet, but I will do at some point. Awesome. So now make your way around. So very simple hop just over to this flat ledge. There we go, and just shimmy around here. And in this dark corner, it's not obvious, but right above me now is a slope. I'm going to climb up to use that slope to hop back to a ladder. There we go. So I've got some flares just in this dark corner. Before I go that way and grab them, we can turn around just for some flares here as well. So as I've said, you get so many flares. Don't be afraid to use them. Okay, and then you can easily do a running jump straight back over. Awesome, grab these, follow the path. There we go, and just here I recommend sliding backwards to grab the edge. So just slide, and if you are better at just jumping off the edge, then that's fine, slide forward, but just for ease, you can grab the edge and hop back to here. Continue up, and we'll have another vulture spawn once we're up here. So just wait so you can easily take it down. I don't know why I shot. She didn't even target. It wasn't even that close. Awesome. And then we're going to jump across, but you need to keep an eye on the ledge. It's an angled ledge. So do be careful with your jump. There we go. Not too tricky. And we can see that pedestal now. So hop on over, slide to grab, and then just shimmy. Awesome. And we have yet another vulture. Cool. So now let's go ahead and use this. Here we go, right in here. And the gate has opened. So the idea here is we're going to swim down that passage, pull a lever. There is a trap down there, but the lever will then open this gate and we can go down that passage, which also has the same trap, and pull the lever down there, and that will raise this block so that we can start climbing and make our way up to that ledge. You see a boulder right up there. That's kind of ominous. So recommended save. So just in case, you can just easily get past this trap, but of course it will hurt you if you do it wrong. Just stick to the outside wall, keep low. You don't need to be right up to the wall, but just keep on moving and you should be able to get straight past just like that. And same again to exit. Keep low against the outside wall. So pretty straightforward, but I don't know if that's a safe spot, but yes, you definitely can take damage. And do the same again here. Stick low to the outside wall. Oh, it got me. I'm okay. But you see, that proved my point. Haven't taken damage in a while in this section. Okay, we made it. Minimal damage. Whoops, okay. Alrighty, so just do some simple jumps around. So just making our way over. Awesome, and right up here we just need to drop the boulder, so just skim the corner of that tile. There we go, and that drops the boulder down. I accidentally just got rid of that camera angle that showed the room with 3 gates in it where I got the laser sight. So that is sitting behind one of the gates now, and you don't want to go that way. There's a spike trap stopping you going that way, but you will just be trapped behind the gate anyway. So we are completely done in this room, so let's head on out. We do now need to do the same again with a second boulder. So I'm coming into the water now because I'm going to open the gate, the door that's just through that section there. So if you didn't already kill the crocodile, you might want to do that. Straight through here is a lever. There we go. Okay, coming through, just roll to get through quick. And then hop out the gap. Very good to have these maneuvers. And here we have 2 of the statue enemies. She doesn't really seem to be shooting. There we go. Sort of. Awesome, okay. So in this room we have this closed door here, and the closed door's up there. There is this room over on this side. So careful coming on in here. So just walk because Lara's going to look up, and we have this deep pit. So we have all these different symbols, but we don't know which symbol is going to be the correct one. I'll just step back so we can see properly. And if you light a flare or use the binoculars, you'll not see any invisible tiles, but there is one invisible tile under the correct symbol. So you just got to figure out which one, and then we'll be able to get over and pull that lever. So for now, there's not much going on in this room. What are we doing in this room? So if you have a bit of a look around, you'll hopefully manage to spot a shootable sphere. So in the dark corner ahead of me. So let's combine the crossbow with Lasersight. If you don't already have them, of course, you'll need to grab them before coming in here now. And there we go, just shoot this. Oh my goodness. Well, that one was on me. Why won't she shoot this? Luckily, I only used the crossbow to shoot things. There we go. And this door has opened. So, absolutely positively do not touch anything in this room. Kind of like Indiana Jones with short round. Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, I no touch anything. So that's the deal. If you happen to step on a tile here, if the boulders don't squash you, then, well, the room is going to close up, you'll be trapped in the room, and you'll be bothered by some fire rates. This is absolutely a death room. Don't touch anything. The idea is we're trying to figure out the correct symbol. The clue is, it's kind of confusing because there's 2 boulders missing from the ceiling, but the clue is the one that the boulder is sitting on. So yeah, hard to tell when you can't see it. But that is the eye symbol. You can just see the corner edge sticking out from under the boulder. So that's the one, that's the clue. I'm just walking because sometimes the camera angle does trigger again and it's a bit disorientating. You can easily fall down, or at least I can easily fall down. So the eye symbol is right in the corner here. Okay, so this is just one tile space. Careful hopping up to the ledge. I hate angled jumps. I think I said that in the last video. I'm gonna have a cautionary save. Okay, so just grab this. It's not tricky, I hate these angled jumps because I fail them a lot. There we go, and just pull this lever. So a big clunk, and once we exit, we'll be able to figure out what's happened. So there is really only one more thing that can be done in this room, so you've probably already figured it out. It's the doorway up there that's opened. Just swapping back to my pistols. There's going to be another statue enemy up here. Oh, I curved a bit, didn't mean to, but if you hop backwards down the slope, he'll lose track of you. There we go, I was thinking, why aren't you dead yet? So in this room, if you have a look around, you'll see, well, there's not much we can do. There is this very suspicious tile. We're going to raise that up as a column to get up to the high ledge. and well, there's not much else. But if you do explore the water, this one in particular, swim down here, and at the end there is a symbol. Okay. So in the trap room, where I told you do not touch anything, that's kind of not entirely true. There is one single tile you can step on, and yes, that happens to be the hand tile. So let's go and trigger that. There we go. No death, no danger. And as you exit, it shows you what has changed. So we have raised that column now, so let's head back. But yeah, that is the only thing you can touch in that room. Okay, so you will need to use the window ledge to get to... Whoops. To get up onto the column. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, and another skeleton, so let's swap back to the shotgun to knock him off the edge. Oh, he got me. Okay. So now here there is this closed gate with a lever behind. We'll need to figure out how to open that. So for now, just locate this ladder and head on up, see what we got up there. Okay, and we have this little gap. You can also see some Uzi Clips here, but we can't get them from here. Just swapping to the pistols, because we kind of need to shoot the chain. This is the second boulder we're going to drop down. There we go. So it won't show you this time the room, but that has also opened up this gate. So go ahead and pull this lever. Okay, there we go. Now we have access to that lever. So before heading out, we can just go ahead and grab a secret. So there's a very sneaky gap here you can grab. I spent ages trying to do a banana jump around here. Yeah, it just did not work out. But here we go. Grab these goodies.
Aha. Aha. Aha.
Okay. And then drop down and exit back outside. We are completely done in this section. Okay, so now let's go up, back up to the room above and pull that lever. Okay, so as we can see, that's releasing the boulders. We'll see why we've done that when we get back outside. So we have created a hole. It seems that pyramid shape was the top of the pyramid. So before leaving back out, don't forget about these Uzi Clips that are sitting right up here.
Aha. Aha.
Nice. So that is 3 lots of Uzi Clips. Also, you can go mad with your ammo. Don't worry about conserving it too much. Awesome. So be very careful. So we're going to enter downward now. We're going to find the opening of the pyramid so that we can head inside. Watch this hole. That is a very deep, dark hole. That is a trap. Oh, sorry, my bad. That's not a passage. Oh my god. Okay, we're nearly there. We've still got a lot to do though. If Lara wasn't so hell-bent on exploring things, you could say the mystery has been solved. We found the pyramid. End of game. Thanks for joining. So, we do need to get 2 items to get inside. I'm just going to make my way across. There are 2 ways across. I'm going to show you the harder route first, and I'll need to go back over a little bit later. So I will show you the other route as well. So hop to here, and then instantly hop to here, so that you don't get squashed. So this is a very snug jump to get out of here. I'm going to equip my shotgun because those doggos will come to life once I get over there. You've got to be careful of your footing because of all the slopes and such around about. And I'm going to save. Kind of easy to die. So just going to aim right a little bit and then curve around. And there we go. So it can be tough to do that jump. Okay. So here is the entrance. We do still need to find 2 items to be able to open up the doors and get inside. So let's begin. So you do have to get these in a particular order. Just equipping pistols because there is this crocodile trying to get out of the water. I kind of forgot about it. It's coming. Okay. So just going to point out over in this furthest corner of this watery corner. Yes, the corner of the corner. You see kind of the wooden, not wooden, oh my goodness, that's brick. The brick corners. There's actually a gate just over there. You can't see it from here. But just in the middle of that, there's a gate that needs to be opened to take us to the second Ankh. But as I've said, we have to do this in order. The first one to get is kind of at the top of the pyramid. So we need to start climbing. This can be quite frustrating. So you do have some basic jumps, and then when they look basic, you just can't make the jump. So feel free to have some pit stop saves. This jump in particular isn't so bad. I do like to use the half tile jump a lot throughout this game. So this second jump is pretty annoying. You can make this with a full tile running jump, a half tile running jump, and even a standing jump. It's just this sloped tile in front of me kind of stops things from happening. There we go. So a standing jump might be the better way, but either way, each jump frustrates me. Kind of annoying. This is another jump that's annoying because of the low ceiling. Okay, made it. And then this jump here, just rush forward and duck. I don't think you need to duck, but better safe than sorry. Okay, just gonna hit the slope that's in front and I'll slide to the flatter space. Oops, there we go. Not quite what I intended, but it's fine. Let's have a pit stop save just in case. So it's gone pretty smoothly compared to some of my practices of traversing the pyramid. But you just make out that triangular opening on the wall ahead. That's where we're heading. The Ankh is inside there. So up to this tile. Oh, and yeah, there we go. Almost forgot about that. So now I'm going to head for the sloped tile. You see there's not such a sloped tile, so I'll slide onto that flatter tile there. Or at least that's my plan. Okay. I feel like I want another pit stop save. So I'm going to try and do the full tile running jump here. You'll need to just hit the corner so you don't just stop and or hit the slope. Oh no, I missed. That's... Nope. Nope. Oh, that wasn't far enough. So that was a good call on saving it there. I don't often miss that spot. Forgot about the boulder again. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what went wrong. Maybe I aimed for the wrong tile. Aiming for the corner, that's the plan. I think I actually went for the wrong tile entirely. Ooh. Okay, that's the plan. Yeah, I think I got the wrong tile. But then carefully over to here, and good job, you've made it. So there's the Ankh just sitting up there. Just gotta get up there. Okay, one in the bag. That wasn't so bad. The second one is a lot more long-winded to get. So do not slide down. As I've said, you need to get these in order and you still need to be up here. You need to open the gate over in the watery corner. So we need to slide down and start jumping over to the right-hand side. For me, this isn't all that perfect. I'd kind of just jump and try and veer over. You will probably end up taking a little bit of damage. So, best of luck. Okay, this is the spot you need to be in. So that went pretty well. So now I'm a bit lower. I could have pointed out that lever when I was down at the bottom when I entered, but I forgot. So we're aiming for the flat tile where those arrows are. So just summing it up really. There we go, flat tile here. So technically, yeah, I said we're aiming for that tile. That's... Oi, not true. That slide caught me off guard. So grab these. I think I've already said that I only tend to use the crossbow for shooting targets and such, so the arrows aren't really important. Just keep an eye on them, because there's still a few more things to be shooting. So hop over to here, and you might want to save, because it's not as easy to get to the lever as you think. You cannot do a running jump over to there. You have to hit this triangular tile. And, well, if you hit the slope, if you're too far forward, you'll hit the slope and slide off and you won't grab the edge. So just be very careful in this section. So now, there we go. Well done. Pull the lever. So far, so good. So now I'm going to hop the chasm again. I'm going to show you the alternate route. So straight over to here. Gonna have a cautionary save. I haven't saved in a while. Which actually isn't true, I just don't want to do a bunch of stuff again if I happen to fall. Okay, so flat section up against the wall. Feel free to run and jump to make sure you land here. And then another snug jump here. Probably best to do a standing jump. And there we go, it feels very snug. So before heading through the newly opened gateway, we can grab another secret. So in the dark there's this very teeny gap. Pretty tricky to get into. But there we go. Awesome, and now you can see this a little bit better. You see, this is the gate I was trying to explain. So that's now raised up. And you can come on through. So this right here speaks for itself. So just push this movable onto the patterned tile. Okay. And so this kind of speaks for itself as well. So we have the gate ahead with 3 symbols above, and down here we can see 3 symbols. So we have to pull a lever under each symbol. The first one being pretty straightforward. It's like sitting right there under the reeds. However, yeah, it's probably the hardest pull because we have all these scarabs. So I'm going to specifically do this in a certain order. Firstly, before I do begin, we can grab some optional items which are not a secret, but I feel like they may as well be. So grabbing the crossbow. So just down here there are 3 sets of these unique bones. So the hitbox is a little funny, you might want to save wasting shots, but shoot 3 lots of these bones. Another one here that can be a bit awkward. There we go, got it in one. And then for the other one you'll just need to hop over. Banged my head, that could have gone quite badly because of the scarabs. Okay, this one can also be awkward because of the space I'm standing on. So you might need to just, yeah, aim away. There we go. Like that, kind of weird. But that has opened a gate and we can hop straight up here now. So kind of dark, sorry. So there was a gate in the way of this stuff, but now it's gone. Okay, so now onto the 3 levers we need to pull. I am going to do the more annoying one first to get it out of the way, which is the hill type. I don't know what it actually is. It kind of seems like it's the side of a hill. So yeah, I'll just call it a hill. Standing here to then drop down and, well, it doesn't look like we're too high, but actually lava will still stumble as if from a height. So that's annoying, but when you can just head straight in there, you can use the flare cancel if you want. But yeah, this is the room I'm doing first to get it out of the way. When did I save it? Right, no, go away. Right, there we go. We're in, we're safe. So definitely grab these flares. We have this incredibly dark room. This room is pitch black. And we have to do a bunch of hops and jumps. So more flares. Okay, and just here it's hard to see. Let me throw that flare. There is a ledge diagonally. Awesome, we have made it to the end. So before I hop over to there's the lever that we need to pull. Lever 1 of 3. I'm gonna save it here. Because once I hop over... Oh boy, a fire wraith, and we have to get back. So just trying to make sure I've got a fresh flare here. Rolling to throw it off just there. Oh god. Oh, that's fine. I jumped at the wrong moment. And just there, I was trying to like curve to throw it off again. That was a terrible place to do that. That could have gone so well. The smoothest run yet, and I messed it up at the final moment. Okay, go, 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 get out of here. So careful of the skeletons, they absolutely get in the way. And just head straight into this eagle room. Awesome, and straight into the water. Phew! Alrighty, so while we're in the eagle room, be silly not to do this puzzle. So we have 3 levers, each with the symbol above. So this is the eagle room. Clearly we need to pull the eagle lever. If you do pull the wrong one, it's absolutely not a problem. All that happens is the gate closes on you and you're stuck in the room until you pull the lever again. So no harm done. It's really easy to get out of that. It's not even a trap, really. So easy peasy. And now when you're ready for the final lever, this is going to be probably the harder one. Now I've done the fire room, I will just have a pit stop save again. So I'm gonna just give me some space just there. Okay, pull this lever quick. Okay, pretty good. That was pretty good. I've been seriously eaten alive at that moment. I've had terrible health here at this spot before. But now this gate is open. Just gonna... Okay, she doesn't like to swap weapon until she's fully drawn the weapon, which is weird. So there we go, make sure I've got pistols. And these fire lamps, by the way, don't seem to set you on fire. I could be wrong. I could have just got lucky. Okay, so kill this demigod guardian. And the first shot always does tend to hit you. I'd say 99% of the time you're going to get hit by that first shot. If your health is really bad, don't worry too much. This guy does very little damage. Sometimes they really do a lot of damage. And I say a lot that this one seems to just take forever to die. This one really does. I don't know if it's just me. But anyway, he drops the crystal key to be used right here. Awesome. And come inside and we have the second Ankh. Thank goodness. So shoot that vase there for a small medpack. And as we leave, we can see a couple more items we can grab. Okay, and just head back out. So careful of the pit, you don't want to fall down there after everything you've been through. Now before using the 2 Ankhs, we have 2 secrets to find, so I'll do that straight away, and there will be a crocodile spawned in here. Last time I was playing this, it was right at that entrance. I landed on top of it and it did a ton of damage. So probably best to jump out of the gap. There it is. You don't necessarily need to shoot it, but if you happen to fall, yes, we are climbing the pyramid again. If you fall, you'll fall in the water, probably, maybe. But across the way, the other side of the chasm, if you look up the pyramid, you can see a dark gap, which looks kind of suspicious. You might assume that is a secret. So I didn't think to show you at the time, but that's where I'm heading to. So we don't have to go all the way around, but yeah, definitely most of the way. Pit stop save because of this horrible jump. Oh, and you see, standing jump worked the first time. Okay, that took a few attempts that time. That was kind of annoying. But that spot just gets me a lot. I hate it. Okay, this one not too bad. Doesn't annoy me as much. There we go, and there's no boulder traps this time. Pit stop save. No, well no, that's fine, that's okay. Oh, took a bit of damage. Oh, okay, that didn't go very smoothly. I wanted to at least make that jump and then look down to show you. So you see the entrance jutting out. So the 2 tile spaces to the right of the entrance is where you want to be. So as you can see, even if you mess it up, just veer on over to this side and you can get to the secret. But yeah, it wasn't that successful. Did not go according to plan. Okay, so one more secret before I enter the pyramid. Just hop on top of the entrance. And I'm not sure if you need to be on the entrance, but well, I'm up here, so let's just stand here. So just over here within the greenery there is a sphere you can shoot. There we go. So that's opened a gate right down here within the entrance. Okay. Just a super quick edit in here as well. I felt the need to let you know, which I forgot to let you know, that you can easily get onto the entrance right here if you want to get that secret and you need to be up here. Easy peasy. Just wanted to point that out. So careful of this flame, it can set you on fire. Okay, so right here there was a gate. Shooting the sphere removed the gate and we can get in. So I have not been able to make the jump over from that side. It's just easier to hop this corner. Well, okay, so shotgun shells and some Uzis. Sweet. That's all the secrets in level 1. Let's go. So yeah, just go ahead and use the Ankhs. Once we've used them, we're still not quite there. There is a little bit more to be done. slowly, you're coming on through. Okay. Wait for these walls to pass by. You can easily just jump to get past them quick. Awesome, so you're pretty home free now at this point. This room I feel is a bit of a wasted opportunity. It looks so cool. This sarcophagus in this flooded room. Yet we are just passing through. So there we go, just keep on swimming. And climb out right here. And then slide into the next level. This is where I'm going to leave it though. There is a secret like pretty immediately as we're sliding to the next section. So I'll leave it here and we can grab it next time. So thank you everyone for watching and I hope to see you next time. Take it easy.